Gabe Galliano here from Tech of the Hub. I'm here today to talk to you about Airplay alternatives. Airplay, as you probably know, is Apple's technology for streaming audio and video from all their different iDevices like iPads, iPhones, iPod Touches, as well as Mac OS X to Apple TV, so you can display it on your TV or pipe it through your stereo. What a lot of folks don't know is that you don't need an Apple TV to use Airplay. Airplay is also embedded into a number of receivers in the marketplace, including models from Pioneer, Martinez, and Denon. What else is out there is there's also the Boxy box, and it supports video streaming for Airplay. It's a new feature that was just added to the box in its latest release. And we're going to take that for a test spin as well today. The implementation of Airplay on the Pioneer box, which we're also going to look at, is solid. It just handles audio. It doesn't do video, but it's reliable. It's very easy to use. It just works. So why don't we actually check it out and I'll show you. As far as specific Pioneer models go, the 1021, the 1121, as well as the Elite line of receivers all contain Airplay functionality. To set it up, just go to the back of your receiver, go to the Ethernet port, and just plug in a jack. Now the receiver's set up and ready. If you don't have hardwired Ethernet, you could alternatively use Pioneer's wireless to wired Ethernet bridge, and that can connect to your receiver. But all things being equal, if you can hardwire the receiver, you're going to have a much better experience, simply because wireless is subject to interference, and that'll cause music skipping, etc. So, moving right along. Next step, go into iTunes and select the music you want to play. Then, go to the bottom right-hand corner of the screen, select the little screen icon, and you'll see your Pioneer receiver on the screen. Click to select. Now, just go over, click play, and enjoy your music. One of the nice features of Pioneer's Airplay implementation is that cover art is displayed on the screen. Sometimes the cover art doesn't appear, but that's typically when we were streaming from a wireless iOS device. Yet another reason to use wired Ethernet whenever possible. The only drawback to Pioneer's implementation is that you can't control the playback of music from the Pioneer receiver itself. You have to do that from the iOS device. To set up iOS streaming on the Boxy box, go to your setup on the Boxy, select Network, go down to Servers, and make sure the last entry, Enable Streaming from iOS devices, is enabled. So to stream video from an iPad, say to the Boxy, simply select an app that streams video like YouTube. Pick something you want to watch. And once again, there's that little TV icon. Pick it, choose the Boxy. And now if you look up at the Boxy, you'll see the video is starting to stream up there. Like the Pioneer, the Boxy can also handle music streaming. And right now we'll just redirect some music that's playing on our iPad. We'll redirect it to the Boxy, and it should start streaming to the box shortly. One thing you'll notice is that unlike the Pioneer, we don't see cover art. What we see instead is a visualizer. It'd be nice to see cover art, so hopefully in a later version we'll see that. The other thing is, in our experience with using the Boxy as an Airplay receiver, it's definitely a little buggy. It's a new feature that just came out for the Boxy, so we're hopeful that some of those problems get straightened out in later revisions. And one of the nice things about the Boxy is that there's always an update right around the corner. So at the end of the day, does it just make more sense to buy an Apple TV since it only retails for $99? I think in the case of the receiver, it's actually nice to have Airplay embedded into the Pioneer box for the simple reason of it's just one less component you need. It's less complicated. When you select the Pioneer receiver from iTunes or from your iOS device, the receiver automatically changes the input and the music just starts playing. In the case of video streaming, it seems like Apple TV is still the best solution on the market right now. Boxee is the first solution I know, is the first alternative solution out there. The other thing is Apple TV appears to be the only device that could support what's called Airplay mirroring, so whatever's appearing on your iPhone screen or iPad screen can also appear on the TV screen, which is convenient. The Boxee doesn't support that yet. The other place where the Boxee falls down is when you're trying to push higher resolution video to it. It seems to have trouble handling it. If you're just doing things like YouTube videos, it seems to handle it pretty well, or if you want to stream music. So that's Airplay alternatives for Apple TV. This is Gabe Galliano for Tech of the Hub. Thanks a lot.